Follow me to my favorite tree. Well, I'm offering a steady hand. I could be your security. There's no guarantee on anything. And I'll take care of you along the way. My love, one day at a time, will leave our troubles behind. And you'll take care of me along the way. My love, one day at a time, will leave our troubles behind. Here with you.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Sauna Talks with Storm Carroll. And today on the episode, I have Kim Hoekstra,
Well, thank you so much for having me out.
well-known local in the outdoor community. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little about yourself?
Oh, but first I just want to say thanks so much for having me out here.
Yeah.
It is beautiful from the start. The drive was beautiful. The river is beside you, and I don't know, it's just beautiful right now with the sun's out, and it's a little crisper weather.
Pretty crisp.
Yeah, where the season's changing and snow getting on the mountaintops, and it's a beautiful time of year.
And we're kind of river neighbors. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I live downstream of Storm's place here on the Skeena River. And yeah, Kim Hoekstra Dewayu. My name is Kim, and I'm living right now in Terrace. I'm originally from Ontario too. Sometimes we try to keep it a little secret, but you're like, is it though? Yeah, so it feels like when I'm hanging out with you, familiar in some ways.
Oh, nice.
Like one of my homies,
What brought you here?
The rivers,
Yeah.
yeah, and the mountains. Originally, we were looking for a place that, when I moved here, I wanted to be have a backdoor run that was 20 minutes, can get in and out of town, and I wanted to live near a ski hill as well. Yeah.
Terrace has all that.
Yeah.
River, ski hill.
Pretty awesome ones too.
So through the seasons, what are your main activities that you like doing around here?
Oh man, so many great things. Of course, like you, we like to fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice to get out sea kayaking. I still do a little bit of whitewater paddling. We have seasons for things, and I feel like, I've had a little pause with it, but I really am called to it all the time. It's a beautiful sport. And one thing I like about it are the people.
Yeah.
Of the community, and yeah, and it's fun. And those areas that you get to see are magical.
And then you do some hiking, some backcountry skiing.
Absolutely. I love the mountains too.
Yeah.
You look at all that potential whitewater, or just beautiful parts of, I don't know, just seeing the snow. I don't know, I love the snow. I like to get out skiing a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Some backcountry skiing is a nice way to keep fit. I love shames. Who doesn't?
What's not to like?
Right.
And now you're doing yoga.
Love my yoga.
Do you find that helping you with your outdoor endeavors?
100p. 100%.
How so?
Oh man, just so many parts of it. The mindset, the breath work, and the body, being in your body.
Flexibility maybe too.
Yeah, there's that too. 100% in the hamstrings. Just, kayaking or sea kayaking, you're often sitting in positions that are a little tighter to your hips. So you have to work on it to keep that flexibility there, right?
Yeah.
Or you tighten up. And with paddling, for example, if we were sitting up like this, you can see how you can keep your core kind of, centered, and then you can move and drop your knees back and forth, and that's kind of how you create your stability in your boat.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So if you're rigid or tight, then the whole body is moving together like you're in the ocean and you see those buoys.
Yeah.
We don't want nice loose hips.
Gotcha. And then, what was I going to?
Hiking?
No, I was going to say,
Yeah.
you are the first guest on the Sauna podcast that has a sauna.
Oh, I love sauning. Yeah. It's a big part of my morning my routines in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great routine.
Yeah.
It's like at-home spa.
Right?
Yeah.
It's also, it anchors me, helps me move through things. Like, yeah, there's so many great things I love about it. The family connection,
Yeah.
with friends, to share that, because it's quite intimate in a way, but also when you're sunning, you're just sunning, and it feels like I don't mean to say no judgment, but like just it feels like it's something we're sharing to do together.
You can let the guard down.
Yeah, can chat.
And when you're by yourself, you can sit with your thoughts, which it's hard to do in other places.
Absolutely,
Sit
yeah.
with your thoughts where,
Yeah.
who would have thought in a hot, steamy room, that's where you can really get her done. Or a cold bath.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I don't know, I think having a base of, but I'm not trying to be exclusive in those kind of comments, but with yoga, I really, to be able to hold poses a little longer, to sit with things. I think a lot of people think of yoga and they just think of asana, which is the actual, your movements of, that the body is creating those shapes. And yoga is so many things, right? So many more elements.
It's very versatile.
Yeah. And mindset, it is a lifestyle in a way. And it's been fun to share that with the love of my life,
Yeah.
Robbie. Yeah.
Wish you were here, Rob,
Yeah.
if you watch this.
And so he built the most beautiful sauna.
I haven't seen it yet.
You got to come over.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. It was his retirement project.
Nice.
And he gets a project in mind. He gets things going. So, it's been, it's amazing. You're looking out at Sleeping Beauty. And again, we're just downstream of you here.
Yeah.
So it is on the river as well. And it's a little closer to make a dunk in the river.
I wish I had that, yeah. I mean, I
still
could.
do.
It's pretty shallow, though, where I'm at.
Yeah, you just kind of have to get down and do a push-up.
Break an ankle or something like that.
No, we don't want that.
What are your top 3 outdoor activities?
Well, I love paddling. Maybe we'll just keep that as a genre.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Both whitewater and sea kayaking. I love backcountry skiing. I like the cardio aspect of it and being in the mountains. And then I also like mountain biking, which is a newer endeavor for me. It feels interesting in that sport. Terrace is just building all these really cool trails they're amazing for families and people getting into the sport, because sometimes in life, it just feels so good to move your body.
Yeah.
I don't know, get on your bike and to be able to do that in nature, I think it's something special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it special for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. You get a little cardio, you get a little sweat on. It feels good to maybe be uncomfortable a little bit. Just a little,
And for me, I'm trying to, I don't know if I'm meant for the gym.
Yep.
I've been outdoorsy my whole life. I'm trying to go to the gym.
Okay.
And that's, kind of what we talk about on this podcast in a few episodes anyway.
Yeah.
But, I compare, in the gym, I'm I can't wait to get out of this place.
Yep.
Because, you're just giving her.
Yep.
But I could go hike all day long or paddle
Yeah.
or fish.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So,
Yeah.
but it's just, I don't know. That's a crossroads. I'm not trying to figure out what to
Yeah.
do for my wellness moving forward. Do you go to the gym?
Yeah, I do, and
Like
I
in
have.
off seasons or shoulder
Yeah,
seasons?
I do in the more shoulder seasons. Like you were mentioning, I've been just really utilizing the yoga studio and then those spin classes.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I like to do that because it's low impact.
Right.
But we also have this like TRX, which is similar. I'm not doing like a dedicated weight regime, but I had.
Right.
You're asking me about some hiking trips.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a bit of a knee. Like, I'll probably have to get a knee replacement at some point.
Okay.
And for my wellness, I was like, man, I just want to go, like, I'm very social. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to
Yeah.
go on this trip just because it's going to be so much fun.
Right.
But in order, because it was fairly fit crew, you know, like those ladies can hold their own. I was like, I don't want to hold anyone back if my knee's bad.
Right.
So I kind of got into some, like, a little bit of weight training for it.
Nice.
You know, some weighted, you know, those lunging and like, yeah, a little bit of light weight work. I feel like is good cross training for things.
Did it help?
100p.
Nice.
Yeah, 100%.
What was your hike? Tell us about that hike.
We went to Ziza.
Okay.
It was really awesome. It was a few ladies' birthdays, and they like to, you know, keep on the down low. So
Right.
yeah.
How how far was this hike? I saw some pictures. It looked like pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember the exact kilometers. Maybe like 120 or something.
Nice.
Yeah, it was super fun. We flew into a lake,
Mhm.
and then it just started like moving up to this beautiful terrain. And then those next campgrounds, you're sort of in this like wide open valley because it's very volcanic. It's
Okay.
Ziza.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen pictures of it.
I saw the pictures from your crew.
I know, it was so beautiful.
Yeah, it
and,
looked awesome. It was inspiring, actually. I was like, I want to go on that trip.
Yeah, yeah. And I think you would really like, you know, fishing there.
Oh, it's good fishing?
I didn't know.
Nobody say anything about fishing. I really want to go on a trip.
Oh, God.
Hey, well, I'm cold, so maybe we should go have a sauna and come back out.
Sounds good.
And chat. Maybe a train won't go by.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yep.
Let's finish round one. All right, round two of Sauna Talks. How's the sauna treating you today?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the design.
In all of your outdoor activities, you find the sauna helps you decompress? Say if you have a hard
100%.
day?
Mm-hmm. Some time, some healing, a reset of the mind and body.
That's true, yeah. It's good for everything. Really.
Yeah. Helps you reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially that cold, too.
And celebrating the winter, but I agree with you. I do sauna throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
And again, I do it in like seasons. Like sometimes I'm really doing it a lot, and sometimes I'm not as much.
Well, also traditionally, we live in a rainforest here. So, like, our summers aren't... They've been really nice lately, but traditionally, they're mixed with rain, so, you know.
Yeah. I
You
take
could-
my vitamin D.
Could have some good sauna days in there. But lately, it's just been scorcher summers going on around here.
Yeah.
Which is good for the outdoor activities. Or is
Yeah.
it too hot for some activities?
Well, like you, I could probably go biking in the morning.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
You can multi-sport it here.
Hiking on a scorcher day would probably be a little bit, but it gets cooler up.
Yeah, or
up on
go
the mountains.
early, or maybe later on, like whatever you're comfortable with.
So,
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah,
like,
ask
what
me.
are you vibing on these days? Like, what's?
music.
Oh yeah,
So
I love that.
Not really health, but I've had a recent flow of creativity, and
amazing.
I've dusted off all the guitars, and I've been playing a lot more,
Cool.
and setting time aside for that. I've been jogging here and there.
Amazing.
I'm still trying to figure it out, you know? That's kind of what this whole podcast was about. I'm trying to...
I love that.
But maybe, you know, life doesn't have to be a regime as long as you're consciously making an effort to move, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be implemented. It could just be flowy with the ebbs and flows of life.
Yeah. And it's not shape-shifting. I think it is all of our parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we're really into it. Like, there's always seasons or chapters of our lives where we're really into certain things or who we identify as. And then there's times where we're wearing a different skin in an essence, and you almost have to get used to yourself in this different way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's true. No. I feel that.
Yeah.
I often refer in my friend group to myself as a bear.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, in the summer when it comes to hard physical activity, when it's hot out, I don't bode very well to that. Unless I'm fishing, of course.
Yeah.
Then I could do anything.
Then you're willing to trudge. You're trudging on.
But, like, right now, this weather is perfect for me to go jog.
Yeah.
Where in the summer,
oh,
I'm
it's
like,
gorgeous out.
I'll just die, I feel like, in the summer if I go jog, you know?
It's amazing. Like, I think getting that cardio element, it's great for the amygdala. It's just like so many parts of your brain and your body that are the cadence of like cross-body movements good for the brain. You're not stuck in one side of the brain. It does create creativity and other aspects of your brain. I think that's what's so cool about it.
What are you?
It'd be amazing.
What are your pointers for people to, get out and be active? Because you work with children and stuff.
Yeah, I think just start with yourself wherever you are and having that element of self-compassion to start there, because we can be so hard on ourselves that it's hard to get one foot in front of the other.
That's true.
And it's like just meeting yourself and like today, if those achievable goals are smaller, celebrate that. Like really listening to yourself and like how you are feeling. Maybe today you do feel like going for a bike ride or around Haybear, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
And like maybe you just choose to walk to the river and go fishing.
Right.
Or whatever, right? But it's still movement. And,
Yeah.
And other times it's like worthwhile to be uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I know that I'm going to set my mindset, or I know that I'm already going to know that something's uncomfortable and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting things to be easy.
Right.
Right?
What's the fun in that?
Well, sometimes type 2 cannot be what I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's
Truthfully,
true. Yeah.
because that's why it's good to know your own little intentions of something, or like maybe
Yeah.
you're with a group and you can talk about it. Like, oh, well, it's good to know that this is our expectations or whatever around something. Sorry.
It's like fishing. I obviously it's my passion,
Yeah, for sure.
but it also depends on the type of fisherman. Say if you are fishing with somebody else, there's a multiverse of different fishermen,
100%.
and I don't vibe with all of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like talking with all of them about
Yeah.
fishing, but
Yeah.
I like to fish pretty hard in one spot, where there's guys that just are like 3 casts, start hiking again. You know? That's not my style.
Okay.
And so over the years I've got a good read on that.
Yeah.
What's Rob like? Is he seems like he would be a hiker, boot, let's go to the next pool kind of guy right away. But I don't actually know. But that would be my guess.
Well, if he's in his jet boat, then he just
Oh yeah, he's got the jet boat.
He's bombing around. But he's just a nice, easygoing guy, right? Like he's just out there to see other people enjoying things, and I think a lot of it is his connection to nature too, right?
That's the best part of it all.
Yeah, and I think if it is feeling like there's too many people, he's probably not going to choose to be over there, right? Like you're saying, and he might find a spot that's a little bit more wild or a little bit more quiet.
I've recently been intrigued by the I don't want to call it paddling, but all the families that are camping out of the rafts.
Oh, it's good living.
We kind of bought into that, so we just got a raft.
Oh, amazing.
So I'm really excited to do some family trips.
Yeah. Oh, look where we live, right?
Yeah.
You can just put in. I like these like little backcountry, or sorry, not backcountry, but like backyard runs where you're just like, you drive upstream or you go it's just right in your like it's right in your neighborhood to do a little float. So
Do you pull out at your house?
yeah, for sure, and you're always welcome to.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good
Alright.
takeout.
Cool. Noted.
There's a few river rats that may arrive,
Yeah.
or
Cool.
me that have in the past. Yeah.
All right. I'm excited about that because, you know, the middle of summer when the river's all calm and nice
Yeah.
and hitting all the fishing spots, dodging the jet boats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the jet boats?
I do. I do like. That's where I went on my first date with Rob.
What a guy.
We went to the Gettendoiks. It was so
Nice.
fun. I was like, holy smokes, this is serious.
I like this guy.
I was like, usually I'm like gonna avoid those. That were dry. I don't know. Holy smokes. That we're bombing over.
Are you excited for this winter?
I sure am. Absolutely. Feels like more like snow in the mountains, and I don't know. It does feel so stokeable. Like I'm ready.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be fun. I haven't had a chance yet to get up in the mountains, but I'm excited. Yeah.
Should we go do another steam since the neighbor's dog started barking at us over there?
Yeah. Sure. No problem.
Maybe we'll do a quick little breathe sesh
That'll be great.
before there. Okay.
Yeah, love that.
All right, round 3 with Kim Hoekstra. How you feeling after round 3?
Oh, pretty awesome. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
This is the first time that the ice bath was actually ice.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, you're champion at that.
I do enjoy it. Yeah.
I enjoy it, but I couldn't stand it as long as you.
Well,
You look like you were thriving, where I was just kind of.
menopause could play a part there, you know.
Oh, okay.
Hormones.
Nice.
Yeah, running a little hotter these days. But I've always enjoyed cold water and like the practice of having a little bath.
Well, you live in northern BC, so
Yeah, I
you
like
kind of
it.
have to enjoy cold water up in
Yeah,
these
yeah.
parts.
And I live by the river just like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice to get in it.
When I talk to people back home in Ontario, we talk about camping and swimming. They're just like, why aren't the kids in the water? I'm like, it's freezing. Like Lake Else is
Yeah.
like, you know, the beach there is nice, but all the other river spots are cold.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids got to grow into that. It's not like lake life in Ontario, where you could pretty much jump in any lake and it's kind of fine.
Yeah, and learning to read the water a little bit, like you're in an eddy, or are you
yeah.
in the main, are you in the flow or the main stem of it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's something to be aware of for sure.
Do you have advice for people getting into water sports? Like, who should they consult people? You know, because it is kind of a dangerous sport. Should people, like, say somebody wants to, I mean, should they be reaching out to other people that do it? Like, what's your advice for someone that's like, I want to go on the river and play? Like, what?
Yeah, I think there is like, just like anything in life, it's nice to have mentors and to go out with people that are, you know, that know the river, they know the area. And then I think if you figure out like, wow, this is something I really love, like doing some type of whitewater training, like a swift water course would be good.
Yeah.
You know, and because there's part about connecting to the river where there is a safety element to it, right? Like you can do it safely and have a lot of fun, like for sure. But because of the types of rivers we have here, where they're wide or cold, there may be a rapid section or a long eddy to swim into or something like that. I think it's worthwhile to have a few tools in your tool belt, right? Like that you could draw on.
Yeah. You got to experience the whole Skeena River. Not many people get to say that.
Right.
Was that amazing?
It was a magical trip. Yeah, I think upon those memories they're so fond, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just hanging out with Allie Howard. She was the woman that swam the whole Skeena. Her and
So
I were just
crazy.
hanging out, and it was fun remembering some memories from that trip.
How does
Together.
the Skeena change from the headwaters to the ocean? That's a big question.
That's a big question.
Yeah. Well, okay. What's your favorite part? What's
Well,
your
it's
favorite
28 days, right? And
Whoa.
610 kilometers.
part? Jeez,
Yeah, and she swam it.
that's wild.
I know, and she wasn't eating bonbons on the raft.
I didn't know it was 28 days.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Beautiful landscape in the headwaters. The headwaters of the Skeena there. The sacred headwaters. It's a close area for the Nass, the Stikine, and the Skeena there.
Yeah.
And when you put in, it's a really beautiful valley with mountains all around. And, it did feel quite magical. It was just, again, calm. And it felt like we started the trip in a really good way.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's on my bucket list to check out the headwaters. of the Skeena.
Yeah, it's something to see. There's beautiful hiking around there, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
we did a little bit of hiking before the trip. But yeah, that trip you had around 10 days where we didn't see anyone, and we're just in these I remember this Odwar Canyon, like this super cool canyon where you're just like, man, you can imagine the life that used to be there,
Mm-hmm.
right? These old fish sites, and it was magical to see them and visit them. And that was a big part of her trip, was celebrating the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
and-
photos are just beautiful that I've seen of that.
So nice. It was beautiful. It was a lot of fun with that group of people too.
Mm.
It was Kispiox crowd, keep you on your toes. They're fun. Yeah, they're good people.
As an avid outdoors person, what's your goals for aging in the outdoors? That's kind of what this pod's all about.
I just think keeping your joints active, like I inherently have that from my parents. Like they love their biking. My mom still has like a daily yoga practice, and I think having like a strong morning routine and what that is for everybody. I think everybody comes to wellness, or what your body needs, your mind, your spirit needs in a certain way, and having something that you can lean into, like hot water and lemon. Is it Ayurveda? Are you kind of leaning into like a particular style of food that you eat and nourish your body with? Are you meditating or just taking some quiet moments in the morning? Do you like to cold plunge?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you need a little body movement, like getting in your body? Like, do you need a run, or do you need a yoga practice or something? But do you need to journal? Right? Do you need to sit with a bit of a gratefulness practice where it's like, what in my life is going amazing? Like, can I recall something from yesterday that I'm grateful for?
Yeah.
Like, can I center myself? Sometimes I'm nature bathing, where I'm like getting like in my bare feet and connecting to the earth. It's nice. Like, get to the river.
Mm-hmm.
So I think depending on the season, it changes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's tricky with the short days.
Vitamin D, movement, right? Yeah, and rest too. I think it's okay to put that into your wellness plan. We live in like such a busy world, this 21st century, where we feel like we have to answer phone calls or be on all the time, and sometimes it's nice to retreat and like your sauna, like take a moment where there's no expectation on you.
Yeah. Unplug.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You want to listen to music or play it or whatever. Just give your time, give your space, your brain, your mind, your spirit, everything's space. Yeah. Thanks for inviting me out.
Thanks for coming.
I had a really great time.
This is the coldest one to date. I'm shivering here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you
I can
coming
see
on.
some snow up on those mountains.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I wish your viewers could see the beauty of your space. It's very nice. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Sauna Talks. with Storm Carroll and Kim Hoekstra. And until next time, let's go get a little bit warmer. Oh, the battery's dead on the sound machine.
Be still, my darling. Oh.